जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्त्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा नारायण नाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला प्रिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचिशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला प्रिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचिशिला भक्ति दैता माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला प्रिष्टोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्ततर सचिशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवरे की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पदकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं सग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. We are hearing SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specified that we should hear SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM because it is the essence of all scriptures and it is very clearly described what is the ultimate goal of life, which is pure devotion to Krishna. It is very clear. So by the grace of real devotees and by the grace of SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM, we can become inclined to the service of Krishna. Then we can be released from all kinds of problems and can attain actual happiness, eternal happiness, what every jiva wants, Satchidananda. It is very important. Otherwise, we are living in ignorance and having so many these worldly desires, thinking I will be happy if I can get these things, but it will not work. That is Maya. So here we are hearing about King Prithu Maharaj. Yesterday we heard this King Prithu, because we are eternal servants of Krishna by our constitutional position. So unless we are engaged in the service of Krishna, we cannot actually be happy. And we can get such inclination by hearing Bhagavatam, and also hearing Bhagavatam is in itself devotional service to Krishna. Krishna is satisfied if someone hears SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM, because SRIMAD BHAGAVATAM is about him and about his devotees, his glories. So if we hear, that is devotional service. And we have to do it daily. If possible, sometimes it is not possible, but we should make effort that daily we should hear, not like only 7 days program, 3 days program like this, but daily we have to hear at least something Bhagavatam that will help us so much in our devotional enthusiasm, encouragement. For this reason, Vyasadeva wrote it out of compassion for all the jivas. We heard yesterday this King Prithu will meet Sanat Kumar, one of the 4 Kumaras, in the garden of his palace compound. The king will worship him with devotion and will be fortunate to receive instructions by which one can enjoy transcendental bliss. He is Shakti Avesh Avatar, King Prithu, but he is teaching us by his own example that we should greet, we should receive, we should surrender to devotees of Supreme Lord, because by their instructions we can get the actual service of Supreme Lord. Forcefully by ourselves we cannot get. Tatra tatra girastasta iti vishruta vikrama shroshyati atma shrita gata pritu pritu parakrama. In this way, when the chivalrous activities of King Prithu come to be known to the people in general, King Prithu will always hear about himself and his uniquely powerful activities. There is one thing to demand respect or to command respect. To demand respect is we are telling others, you give me respect, we are desiring, and we are encouraging others or forcing others to respect us, demand respect. Why you don't respect? You should respect. This is one thing. Another is to command respect. Command respect means you have such good qualities that automatically others will give you respect. That is commanding. So we should never demand respect, but respect will automatically come if we have good qualities. Like if someone, we hear that Madhavendra Puri, he was a great devotee, pure devotee. Supreme Lord stole Kir for him. So Madhavendra Puri, he was afraid. He never desired any respect, that I'm a great devotee, and so he wanted to escape this, avoid, but could not, because respect and fame will automatically follow one who sincerely worships Krishna. Everyone will give respect. Even Suruchi, stepmother of Dhruva, she hated him before. But after he came back home, being pure devotee, she blessed him. She said, everyone will give respect to someone who satisfied Supreme Lord. So also I heard from our Gurudev, he told, you should not think what other people they think about you. You should think what Krishna and Gurudev think about you, and you should not desire any kind of respect. But it will automatically come to someone who sincerely serves Krishna, automatically. And Rai Ramananda also told to Mahaprabhu that is the highest fame is to be a devotee of Krishna. So here Sai Maharaj is telling in commentary, to artificially advertise oneself and thus enjoy a so-called reputation is a kind of conceit. It is wrong. It is not proper, actually. Prithu Maharaj was famous amongst the people because of his chivalrous activities, because of his good qualities. Then naturally everyone will give. He did not have to advertise himself artificially. One's factual reputation cannot be covered. Even if someone, we find in the biography of our Parangurudev, he's a pure devotee, but some people, they wanted to defame him by sending some leaflets and false accusations there among those who came to the program, like false accusations they want. But no one can stop, no one can cover the glory of real devotees. So, though they tried but could not, even more people respected our Parangurudev. So that actual Vaishnavi Pratishta, that position which Vaishnavas naturally have, that is unshakable. No one can destroy that. But this worldly Pratishta, that is like with all things, it is temporary. Sometimes you have, sometimes they will criticize you, sometimes they will praise you. That is why Krishna told you have to tolerate this. You have to be equal in this. And if you go to some Jyotish astrologer or palmister who reads, he can tell you how much praise you have in your karma and how much criticism. Some have like ratio, more praise, less criticism. Some have more like this. That is according to karma, but this is worldly thing. But what a Vaishnava has, that is eternal glory. Disha vijitya pratiruddha chakraha sva tejasutpatita lokashalya sura surendreir upagiyamana mahanubhavo bhavita patir bhuva. No one will be able to disobey the orders of Prithu Maharaj. After conquering the world, he will completely eradicate the threefold miseries of the citizens. You see. Then he will be recognized all over the world. At that time, both the Suras and Asuras will undoubtedly glorify his magnanimous activities. Sanatana Goswami, he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He told, Ke ami kene amai jare tapatroy. Iha nahi jani kemon hito hoy. Sanatana Goswami said, who am I? Why do the threefold miseries burden me? I am afflicted by them. I am suffering. I don't know this. How there can be any good for me? Then Mahaprabhu explained, Krishna bhuli seji ponadi bahirmut muk otep maya tare de sangsaradi duk. When Jiva becomes averse to Krishna, being his eternal servant, then Maya will catch him, and then we are getting threefold miseries. But King Prithu Maharaj will completely eradicate the threefold miseries of citizens. Meaning what? He will engage them in the service of Krishna. Because Sadhu Shastra kripa jodi Krishna unmukho hoy, se jeep nistare maya tahare charai. When by the grace of Sadhu and Shastra we become inclined to serve Krishna, then Maya will give up such jiva. The jiva will become liberated. So there is no any question of miseries then. So he will make this by engaging them in devotional service. He is an example of someone who is doing archan bhakti. So devotee, by his own example, he can teach devotion to others. Also, Ambarish Maharaj could do this. He was also king, and he ordered every citizen in his kingdom, they have to hear Harikatha. Then by that they were released from all miseries, and they got bliss, such bliss that they did not want Svarga or anything. And also here Asuras and Asuras, they will glorify his activities. Both. Everyone respects a real devotee. Then next, chapter 17. Maharaj Prithu, Dhruva Maharaj also did not demand, why you are behaving in such a way with me? You should be nice to me, you should be kind. No, never he demanded. But when he became pure devotee of Krishna, then everyone automatically regretted how they behaved towards him, and they behaved nicely to him. Automatically it happens. So we should not demand But when we command by our qualities, then automatically it will come. And of course, devotee will never try to enjoy respect or that. Automatically it will come. But he will not enjoy, only he will give all glory to Guru and Gauranga. Chapter 17, Maharaj Prithu becomes angry at the earth. Maitreya Uvach. Evam sa bhagavan vainyah kyapi to guna karmabhi chandayam asatan kamei prati pujya bhi nandya cha. The great sage Maitreya continued. In this way, the reciters who were glorifying Maharaj Prithu readily described his qualities and chivalrous activities. At the end, Maharaj Prithu offered them various presentations with all due respect and worshipped them adequately. Brahmana Pramukhan Varnan Britya Matya Purodasaha Pauran Jana Padan Shreni Prakriti Sama Pujayat. King Prithu, thus satisfied and offered all respect to all the leaders of the Brahmanas and other castes, to his servants, to his ministers, and to the priests, citizens, general countrymen, people from other communities, admirers, and others, and thus they all became happy. Real devotee gives due respect to all. He sees the value in all and the good qualities in all, and everyone is valuable in Krishna Lila. This creation Lila is also Krishna Lila, one of Lila. So everyone has value in this Lila. So they are giving respect to all. Everyone is eternal servant of Krishna, and they are in these capacities, they are doing their work. So he is giving respect to all, and that is why everyone were happy. Our Parangurudev also, he used to give respect to everyone, even to those who challenged him in Harikatha or put some question or challenge. First, always, Parangurudev would give respect to them. Then he would reply. Then everyone was happy by that. And they are doing this naturally, not flattering. Like you remember in that they're Muslim and Hindu both. So Muslim they challenged, then Parangurudev said, you are a very learned person. This is a very intelligent question you are asking. Always, if you find in Parangurudev's how he interacted with those who challenged him, always he gave respect. He said to that Pandey, you are very high position, so if you are speaking like this, then where we will go if you cannot accept it? Like always very polite and respectful, due respect. That is why everyone was happy and everyone would then respect him automatically. But Srila Bhakti Rakshidhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, he sometimes explained also like this Amanina Manadena. This Manadena is like a kind of like a bribe that people disturbing, then you give them that respect so that you can have peace from them. They are opposing or something, you give them respect like some kind of bribe, then you will have peace and you can do bhajan. That also can be used. But devotees, they actually see in all jivas, they see Krishna present, and they see all jivas as related to Krishna. So naturally they give respect to all. Unless we are able to give respect to all, we cannot chant pure holy name. And we cannot get prem. Mahaprabhu told, Manina Manadena. Kirtaniya Sadahuri. Vidur Uvach Kasma Dadhara Gorupam Daritribahu Rupini Yam Dudoha Pritustatra Ko Vatso Dohanam Chakim. Vidur inquired from the great sage Maitreya, "My dear Brahmana, since Mother Earth can appear in different shapes, why did she take the shape of a cow? And when King Prithu milked her, who became the calf? And what was the milking pot?" Cow will give milk when calf is there. So calf is necessary. Out of affection for calf, she will give milk. So he's asking, he milked her, so there was some calf and pot also. Prakritya Vishama Devi Krita Tena Samakatham Tasya Medyam Hayam Deva Kasya Hetur Apaharat. The surface of the earth is by nature low in some places and high in others. How did King Prithu level the surface of the earth? And why did the king of heaven Indra steal the horse meant for the sacrifice? Sanat Kumarad Bhagavato Brahman Brahmavit Uttamat Labdva Jnanam Chavigyanam Rajarshi Kam Gatim Gataha. The great saintly king Maharaj Prithu received knowledge from Sanat Kumar, who was the greatest Vedic scholar. After receiving knowledge to be applied practically in his life, how did the saintly king attain his desired destination? Ya chanyat api Krishnasya bhavan bhagavatah prabho shrava shushrava sushravasah punyam purvadeha katashrayam bhaktaya me nuraktaya tava chadoksha jasya cha vaktum arhasi yo duhyat vainya rupena gam imam. Prithu Maharaj was a powerful avatar of Lord Krishna's potencies. Consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adokshaja. Adokshaja means one who is beyond the comprehension of gross and subtle material senses, or in the words of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, very nicely, personally he explained, Adokshaja means one who reserves the right of not being exposed to human senses. He deserves that right, not to be exposed. Even if Krishna appears in this world, we can see him with these eyes, but we cannot recognize him unless there is devotion. And those who have devotion, even if Krishna is unmanifest, they can always see him, and everywhere. Like Srila Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj told, the theists, they can see God everywhere. And though God is everywhere, the atheists, they cannot perceive him anywhere. Please therefore narrate all the stories of King Prithu, who, in the form of the son of King Vena, milked the cow-shaped earth. Sutta Uvach Chodito vidurenaivam vasudeva katham prati prashasyatam pritamana Maitreya pratyabhashata. Sutta Goswami continued, when Vidur became inspired to hear of the activities of Lord Krishna in his various avatars, Maitreya, also being inspired and being very pleased with Vidur, began to praise him. Then Maitreya spoke as follows. Gurudev is happy when disciples, they have eagerness to hear about Krishna and his devotees. Maitreya Uvach Yada bhishiktah pritur anga viprair amantrito janatayaschapala praja niranek shiti prishta etya kshut kshama dehah patim a vyavochana. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidur, at the time King Prithu was enthroned by the great sages and brahmanas and declared to be the protector of the citizens, there was a scarcity of food grains. Because previous King Vena, he was sinful and he stopped all yagas and everything, so there was scarcity. The citizens actually became skinny due to starvation. Therefore, they came before the king and informed him of their real situation. You can become skinny due to starvation, or you can become skinny due to anxiety, stress, fear, all this. That is, if vata is more, then all these things are there. Though you may eat a lot, they had nothing to eat. That is why they were skinny. But someone may eat a lot, but still he will be skinny due to presence of this vata and these emotions. But this was not the case. So they told what is the real case here. There is no food, king. Vayam rajan jatha re nabhi tapta jathagnina kotara stena vrikshaha tvam adya yatah sharanam sharanyam yah sadito vriti karah patirnaha tanno bhavan ihatu ratave nam kshudhar ditanam naradeva deva yavan na nankshyamaha ujitorja vartapatistvam kila lokapalaha. Dear king, just as a tree with a fire burning in the hollow of the trunk gradually dries up, we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. You are the protector of surrendered souls, and you have been appointed to give employment to us. Therefore, we have all come to you for protection. You are not only a king, but the avatar of God as well. Indeed, you are the king of all kings. You can give us all kinds of occupational engagements, for you are the master of our livelihood. Therefore, O King of all kings, please arrange to satisfy our hunger by the proper distribution of food grains. Please take care of us, lest we soon die for want of food. Even now, in this world, some people are dying due to want of food. There is so much food in the world, but still some are dying because of some political purposes of some. Externally we see like that. So it is very sad, but this is now Kali Yuga. People lost all humanitarian considerations for their political purposes. They are, for some selfish purposes, they are doing such heinous crimes, and for that they will also have to be punished. So here they requested king, please arrange for us, and king should arrange, should not cause or make starvation. That is sin, great sin. Maitreya Uvac. Prituh prajanam karunam nishamya paridevitam dirgam dadyo kurushreshta nimitam so nva padyata. After hearing this lamentation and seeing the pitiable condition of the citizens, King Prithu contemplated this matter for a long time to see if he could find out the underlying causes. Yes. Iti vyavasito buddhya pragrihita sharanasana sandade vishikham bhume krudas tripuraha yata. Having arrived at the conclusion, the king took up his bow and arrow and aimed them at the earth, exactly like Lord Shiva, who destroys the whole world out of anger. Tripuraha Jata. Tripurasur. One demon was there, so Shiva killed him. So he's Tripurari. And you will find in India there is one state, Tripura. So he understood what is the point. Then he aimed at the earth with bow and arrow. Prave pamana dharani nishamyo da yudam chatam gau sati appa dravad bhita mrigiva mrigayu druta. When the earth saw that King Prithu was taking his bow and arrow to kill her, she became very much afraid and began to tremble. She then began to flee exactly like a deer, which runs very swiftly when followed by a hunter. Being afraid of King Prithu, she took the shape of a cow and began to run. Our Gurudev used to say that when Westerners they hear such statements, they said, oh, this is mythology. It is fictitious. How earth can become afraid and can run and these things. Because we are not trained in Vedic thought that behind everything there is a conscious person. So there is Prithvi Devi also. Those who are following Vedic knowledge, they can understand this, and those who have realization, they can directly perceive. So it is not fictitious. We don't understand. That is why we think it is fictitious or mythological, because we have no capacity to understand and no capacity to see but it is there. Those who have eyes, they can see. So she took the form of cow and ran away. Tam anva dhavat tat vainyah kupito tya runekshana sharam dhanushi sandaya yatra yatra palayate. Seeing this, Maharaj Prithu became very angry, and his eyes became as red as the early morning sun. Placing an arrow on his bow, he chased the cow-shaped earth wherever she would run. Sa disho vidisho devi rodasi chantaram tayo dhavanti tatra tatrainam dadarshanu dhyata yudham. The cow-shaped earth ran here and there in outer space between the heavenly planets and the earth, and wherever she ran, the king chased her with his bow and arrows. Loke navindatatranam vainyan mrityur iva prajaha trastatada nivavrite hridayena viduyata. Just as a man cannot escape the cruel hands of death, the cow-shaped earth could not escape the hands of the son of Vena, means Maharaj Prithu. See, this is very important point. Just as a man cannot escape the cruel hands of death, no one can escape. Those who are born, they will die. And that is why I heard from one Vaishnava, those who always are aware of this fact, that death is there, awaiting us. Death is always on our head. One who is always conscious of this fact, always remembers this and conscious, he will do bhajan. He will really worship Supreme Lord. Otherwise, if we are not seeing that, then we will make so many plans for happiness in this world. I will enjoy this, I will enjoy this, so many things. But that is illusory. The truth is, you will die. And the truth is Krishna. We are his eternal servant. So, we have to serve him. Then we can get real eternal life in fulfillment. At length, the earth, fearful, her heart aggrieved, turned back in helplessness. Uvacha cha mahabhagam dharma gyapannavatsala trahimam api bhutanam palane vastito bhavan. Addressing the great opulent King Prithu as the knower of religious principles and shelter of the surrendered, she said, "Please save me. You are the protector of all living entities. Now you are situated as the king of this planet." Satvam jigam sase kasmat dinam akrita kilbisham ahanishyat katam yosham dharmagya iti yomataha. The cow-shaped earth continued to appeal to the king. I am very poor and have not committed any sinful activities. I do not know why you want to kill me. Since you are supposed to be the knower of all religious principles, why are you so envious of me? And why are you so anxious to kill a woman? That is not according to religious principles. Women should not be killed, and children, they need protection. But nowadays in Kali Yuga, there is no any such consideration. They are killing everyone for their political purpose, for their selfish worldly interest. They are killing everyone. But they will be punished. That is crime. great crime. Maybe we can escape some courts in this world by money and by position, some we can do, but we cannot escape the court of Yamaraj. He will give us punishment for misdeeds which we did. No one can escape that. No one can avoid. You cannot say no, that you did not do. And there is no lawyer to lie for you. No. There everything is recorded on camera. You did this, it is wrong. So everyone will have to be punished. But it is for our own good. We are so blind with false ego that we cannot see these things. Such heinous crimes doing, we cannot see. So much false ego. Praharanti naveis trishu krita ga su api jantavaha kim utatvat vidharajan karuna dinavatsalaha. Even if a woman does commit some sinful activity, no one should place his hand upon her. Yesterday I told, this is very sad, that in India it is a place of dharma, but this is going on so much. Disrespect to women and committing violence and these things. Very, very strange and very bad. Even if she does something wrong, still you should not beat or these things. But it is very rampant in India. And what to speak of you, dear king, who are so merciful. You are a protector and you are affectionate to the poor. That is why nowadays in India laws are so much in favor of women, because such heinous crimes going on. So they tried by making some laws to little curb this. This is a very sad situation. So nowadays in India, if woman will, even if she will make a false accusation against some man, she will win in court. So much laws are in their favor, but still so much violence is committed. Mam vipatya jaram navam yatra vishvam pratishtitam atmanam cha prajaschemah katham ambasi dhasyasi. The cow-shaped earth continued, my dear king, I am just like a strong boat, and all the paraphernalia of the world is standing upon me. If you break me to pieces, how can you protect yourself and your subjects from drowning? Prituruvach. Vasudhe tvam vadishyami machasana paran mukhim bhagam barhishi ya vrinkte na tanoti cha no vasu. King Prithu replied to the earthly planet, my dear earth, you have disobeyed my orders and rulings. Vasudhe. Vasudha is the name of earth, Mother Earth, Vasudha, or in Bengali, Boshuda. Two wives of Nityananda Prabhu, eternal consorts, Boshuda and Janava. So Vasudha is the name of earth. So he's telling Vasude, oh my Mother Earth, my dear earth, you have disobeyed my orders and rulings. In the form of a demigod, you accepted your share of the yagyas we performed, but in return you have not produced sufficient food grains. For this reason, I must kill you. So she told, I am innocent, I did not do any sinful activity. But Maharaj Prithu informed her that first of all she had disobeyed his orders. This was her first sinful activity. Secondly, he accused her of taking her share of the yagyas, but not producing sufficient food grains in return. See, this lila happened to give us teaching. Yavasam jagdhi anudinam neva dogdhi odasampayah tasyam evam hidushtayam dandonatrana shasyate. And she even took the form of a cow. Cow also should not be killed, is a mother. But Maharaj Prithu, he wanted to kill. Like you remember, Krishna also killed that bull demon, Aristasur. He took the form of bull. Bull you should not kill, his father. But Krishna killed because he was actually a demon. Although, Prithu Maharaj said, although you are eating green grass every day, you are not filling your milk back so we can utilize your milk. Since you are willfully committing offenses, it cannot be said that you are not punishable due to your assuming the form of a cow. Yes. Krishna knows everything what someone did or is doing, but thieves and rogues and politicians, they always take on the form of like a well-wisher to cover they always present themselves in the form of well-wisher, but Krishna knows what is behind, what motive is behind what they are doing. Putana also came in the form of mother, but Krishna knows what is in her heart. And that Pralambasur, he took the form of cowherd boy. Hypocritically, he entered the pastimes of Krishna with cowherd boys. As a cowherd boy, he was demon. And that bull and so like there, and Ravan in Lanka. He took the form of a sannyasi to kidnap Sita. So even today, I heard from Gurudev, in Vrindavan, some unscrupulous persons, they took the form of like a red cloth sadhu, saffron cloth sadhu, and in the name of giving some Mahaprasad, there is some substance there inside, that person will take that Mahaprasad, so-called Mahaprasad, and they will faint, become unconscious. Then they will steal their belongings. So they're presenting themselves in like, I'm a sadhu, I'm a well-wisher. But Krishna knows, and real devotee, they can detect the intention behind. That is why our Gurudev warned us, in this Kali Yuga, you will find many such persons. They are outwardly behaving very nicely to you, but inside they want to cheat you, rob you, kill you, anything. So you have to be very careful. You have to check everything. whether it is lie or not, or you cannot trust anyone. Only pure devotees, they are actually trustworthy. Tvam khalu oshadi bijani prak shristani swayambhuva na munchasyatma rudhani mam avagya mandadhi. Any cruel person, be he a man, woman, or impotent eunuch, who is only interested in his personal maintenance and has no compassion for other living entities, may be killed by the king. Such killing can never be considered actual killing. It is punishment for the good of all. This is not a sinful activity. It is duty of king to do, to chastise wrongdoers. So here he is telling you, earth, you took all the offerings from Yagya, selfishly you took for personal your maintenance, but you did not give to others, other living entities, out of compassion. Or cow is eating so much grass but not giving milk, that is sin. Tvam stabdham durmadam nitva maya gam tilashaksharei atma yoga bale nema dharayishyami aham prajaha. You are very much puffed up with pride and have become almost insane. Presently you have assumed the form of a cow by your mystic powers. Nonetheless, I shall cut you into small pieces like grain, and I will uphold the entire population by my personal mystic powers. See how powerful King Prithu Maharaj is. Evam manyumayim murtim kritantam iva bibratam pranata pranjalih praha mahi sangyata vepatuhu. At this time, Prithu Maharaj became exactly like Yamaraj, and his whole body appeared very angry. In other words, he was anger personified. After hearing him, the planet Earth began to tremble. She surrendered, and with folded hands began to speak as follows. This we will hear tomorrow. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गांधर्विका गिरिधारी जी की जय जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा नारायणनाथ जी की जय जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय जय पतित पावन शिला गुरुदेव की जय जय शिला परम गुरुदेव की जय जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जय जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय जय श्री पंचतत्व प्रभु की जय जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय जय सर्वविघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय जय श्री श्रीमद् भागवतम श्रवणकारी भक्त वृंद की जय जय समागतम भक्त वृंद की जय जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। थैंक यू ऑल। दंडवत प्रणाम। हरि बोल।